Okay, now we're going to move on to actually adding the eye. I Google searched eye, got a large size eye off the internet, and this is the one I've come up with. You guys can do that yourselves. I deliberately got an eye that had the eyeball to one side, as this one does. You can see the limited amount of space there. We want to try and kind of match that to a degree. So the first thing I'm going to do is rotate it. Normally there is a picture of a padlock there. I already clicked on that to unlock it, so I can just go Command T and free transform this. If I hold one side, grab the other, what I'm trying to do is rotate this eye so it's the same as the others. The other one, you could easily find an eye that was more similar to the Nikleback eye and not have to bother with this, but this is just the process that I need to go through, and I can adjust it more later once it's on the eye. So it's kind of like that. I might actually, with that Nikleback cover eye there, just flip it a little bit more, get it kind of matching it a little bit. It's kind of about right. Alright, now there's several ways I can actually move this eye onto the background there. One thing I could do is literally just press V and move it on, and there it is, and then just delete the stuff around it. So I'm going to go back and show you some other ways. I could use the lasso tool under here and literally lasso around it. I can get a lot of the eye and connecting back up there and then V and move it across, or I could use the selection tool and do it that way too, but this will do now. I don't need that eye anymore. So let me bring up the Nikleback cover, make sure I've got that around, and obviously I need to adjust the size, so I'm just going to make sure I can see both of them as I work. And Command T to adjust that, put it over in the corner, a little bit bigger still I would say, and that will do, and maybe a little bit of a rotation there. Okay, and click accept for that. Now what I need to obviously do is change the color in here, darken the eye, and make it fit more into the background a little bit. But first thing I want to do is actually rub out some of this eye. So I'm just going to get rid of that for now. And one of the best ways to do it, to take control, is to actually add a layer mask. So all the way down here, this little symbol, if I click on that, what it's done is added this little white box here. And that little white box is a layer mask, and now from now on anything that's black, so knowing that black is my foreground color and a black brush, anything that's black, I can actually rub out parts of the eye. Or if I was to show how a layer mask works, if I was to bring back white and brush it back in, it reappears, so I've got full control. And you'll notice that I'm not actually removing any parts of the eye. All I'm doing is putting black and white on this layer mask here. So I'll change to black using the X key to swap between black and white. I'm just going to make sure I can see enough of the Nikleback cover. I'm going to get rid of the actual eye lashes from the bottom there, and get rid of some of this up here, making sure I'm looking at it the whole time. One other thing I can do, and I'll show you this, is I can actually lower the opacity of the brush here. So I'm only brushing on 50% black. So now it's only partially getting rid of parts of the eye. And as I take it back up to 100%, I can get rid of the harsh edge over there. And now it sort of fits in a little bit more than it did before. Alright, so I'm at that stage. What I want to do also is change the color of the eye. So the way to do that, make it a little bit more intense, is if I click on the eye itself, and again, image adjustment, color balance, get some more cyans there. You'll notice that color is more suited to the Nikleback cover, except I've actually changed the color of the background of the eye, which probably doesn't really matter because all that's sort of going to blend in anyway. And I click OK to that, and it's looking more and more like it. So that's the beginning part of the eye. We'll move on to other stages to do with the eye in just a minute.